What's going on, guys? Today on Exercise Index, we're going to be looking at the glute ham raise. Alright, so if you've seen this machine in your gyms recently, especially the big box ones, you might be looking at it and wondering how to even get on it or what it's used for. We'll break it down in this video and show you the proper way to do the main exercises on it. There's a lot of different ones you can do as well. Before its popularity, you could see this machine in a lot of different CrossFit gyms, weightlifting gyms, and powerlifting gyms. One of the most valuable pieces of equipment in the gym, and we're going to kind of go into how to use it correctly for its main use. We're looking at strengthening the posterior chain, glute, hams, and back. First, we'll dive into the traditional way to do a glute ham raise. Just keep in mind your strength level has to be a little bit high for this one, but again, we'll go over how to make it a bit easier. So adjustment-wise, there's one adjustment on this machine that I have here, just to distance the pads further away from each other. The further these two pads are from each other, the more leverage you have for the movement, and vice versa. All right, so setting it up, we're trying to get ourselves onto the machine safely, hands on top of these bars, putting ourselves in a good position, put our feet in between the two pads, get a nice firm stance. Great idea is to start this one up from the top instead of going all the way at the bottom and try to build it up from there. At the very top, you're digging your heels into that plate, squeezing your glutes and core, and packing down your lats. Big mistake with this one is having that brace break midway through the lift, and you'll start to see people arch their lower back halfway through the lift just to get back up. So we want to start this one descending very slowly, straightening our leg, getting our upper body to tip over, get a little bit of momentum, and pull ourselves up with the momentum, our hamstrings, and glutes. Core is there to support us, keeping our back straight the entire time. So with this movement, you can expect to light up every muscle in the posterior chain. There's even a little bit of your calves, bringing that body right back up. All right, so the second variation is just making it a bit more strict. So that descent is still gonna be nice and slow. At the very bottom, we're gonna break that momentum down by pausing and break the movement into two parts. Okay, bring ourselves up nice and rigidly. A little bit more of an advanced variation. Also, you can totally just add weight or bands to the exercise too. So when we actually talk about growing the glutes and trying to target them effectively, exercises like these with a lot of hip extension are going to be the ones to put a lot of focus on. And the third variation using this machine is going to be the reverse hyperextension. So while it's not on the original reverse hyper machine that was made by Louis Simmons to help his herniated disc, we're after the same thing. We're looking at some decompression of the lower back by kind of swinging our legs under us and then utilizing the glutes and the lower back to bring them back up. If you're trying this one, make sure you set up the pads on your body appropriately. That way your legs can kind of swing up under you so you don't miss out on that added decompression for the lower back. All right, the fourth variation is the hyperextension. It's one of the best ways to learn and challenge the hinge. Feel free to add weights or even a barbell or broomstick on your upper back to maintain upper back tightness. A bigger demand is placed on glutes, hamstrings, and the entire back to keep that line nice and straight the entire time through the hinge. All right, so try out those tips on the machine, use it properly, and I'll see you guys in the next one.